wa barakatuh. May peace, mercy and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be upon all of us. Myself, Mahira Fatema Syed Murtuza, I am from 9th standard. A pleasant evening to all. I hope you're having a great evening. Once, a British asked to Swami Vivekananda, "Why don't you wear good clothes and look like a gentleman?" With a smile on face, Swami Vivekananda replied, "In your culture, a tailors make a gentleman, but in our culture, a character makes a gentleman." I stand here today to put across my views about aims and objectives of education. Millions of parents woke their children up early in the morning and sent them to school, hoping to see them becoming a doctor, an engineer, an IAS officers, and so on. Their expectations put a lot of pressure on their children, and during the course of their education, student tends to forget the real purpose of education. They, however, manage by becoming doctor and engineer, but no time for their friends and relatives, and have no compassion for their neighbors and fellow human beings, as their sole purpose of life is to just compete with rich people and enjoy luxurious life. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the purpose of education. Education system today has lost its objectives. It has become commercial. It has gone to the hands of many people as they can impress general people by providing infrastructure and ambience. Such people should know that buildings do not make institution. What? Buildings do not make institution. It's the teachers who make an institution. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take this opportunity to remind you that Mother Teresa did not have any classroom. She did not have any infrastructure. She did not even have any blackboard. The only tool she had was love for children. Ladies and gentlemen, educated is not the person who graduates from a reputed university and hand over his parents to the old age home when they need their children to be at their beck and call. Educated is not the person whose name is followed by a list of degrees, but he uses abusive language to people through his influence. Educated is not the person who lives lavish life and turns a blind eye to his neighbor with no concern if they are going to sleep empty stomach. Ladies and gentlemen, educated is the person who may even hold his nerve and exhibit his patience even at the time of hardship. Educated is the person who may even give up his job and turns to his parents if they are bedridden and need a proper care. Ladies and gentlemen, is there any school where all the manners are inculcated? Is there any college where all the lessons of honesty and integrity are important? Is there university where all the values are nurtured? School, colleges, universities are known today for teaching science, maths, commerce, economics, history, computer, but fail to inculcate manners in them, fail to instill confidence in them, fail to nurture values in them, fail to make them outspoken individuals. Ladies and gentlemen, this world doesn't need schools that produce doctors and genius chartered accountants. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't say this is the sole responsibility of parents to focus on their children instead of dumping the responsibility on the shoulders of teachers at school. This is the prime responsibility of parents to rise up their children in such environment where they grow up learning all the values from their lifestyle. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why somebody rightly said, a child educated only at school is an uneducated child. I repeat, a child educated only at school is an uneducated child. I wrap up my speech with this beautiful quote. The true purpose of education is not to stuff the minds with a so-called syllabus. Beyond the syllabus,